Hey guys, welcome to Outcome School. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic which is feature engineering in machine learning. So let's begin with the learning once again. Okay, so first let's try to understand from the definition of feature engineering. So it is a process of using the domain knowledge, very important. Domain knowledge of the data to create features that make machine learning algorithms work. So it is a process of using domain knowledge of the data to create features that make machine learning algorithms work. And now in order to understand this complete definition, what we will do, we will take some examples so that we can understand what exactly is feature engineering completely in this video. So let's take this example. Here we have the given data, which is flight, date, time versus status. So for the given date time that we have here, right, we need to predict the status of the flight. So we have been given with the date, time combined. Very important to observe here. Date, time combined. And then we have the status corresponding to that particular date, time combined. So here this, if you notice, they are combined. So here we have the date and the time which are combined. So this is the data set which is given to us, input and the output, and we need to create a model, we need to train a model so that we can predict the status of the new flight. Okay, now if you closely observe here, the flight status depends on the hour of the day, not the combined time and the date which is given to us. So what we will do here, we will extract the hour of the day from the given data that we have, and we will create a new column for that. So here, extracting the hour of the day from the date time combined data that we are given to us is called feature engineering. So feature engineering is extracting the data in this case. So the feature engineering in this case is extracting the hour of the day, because with our observation we have seen that the flight status depends on the hour of the day, not on the complete combined date time which are given to us. So because of that, we will create a new column, and for that we will extract the hour of the day from the given data that we have. So this is called feature engineering in this case. And now we will have the column like this, hour of the day and the status, right? So this is the input now for the model, and this is the output for that, and accordingly we can now train the model and we can predict for the new flights. So this was one of the example. So what we will do, we will take more and more examples and we will try to understand more and more about the feature engineering. As we know that there are many ways to do the feature engineering. So people have done some categorization, and one category is bucketized column feature engineering. So let's try to understand this. So here what we do, continuous numerical features are divided into buckets to convert them into categorical features. So now we will try to understand again with the example. So here we have the data set with the age and the classification, that is something we have to do. The output is X, Y, Z, like that. So this is the input and this is the output. So age is 15, output is X for that. Okay, so accordingly we have some data set here, and if you closely observe the data, we can actually create a range for the age here. And for that what we will do, we will create a bucketized column age range. So we will create a new column again, and that is what feature engineering in this case. So we are creating a range by dividing the age into 3 buckets here. So we are saying that 11 to 20 years, we will call it as a bucket 1. So for that we will give the number 1 in the column, which is mapped to X. So 11 to 20, this and this, they are X, right? Output is X for both of them. As you can see, we have created a new age range here. So 15 and 18 falls under this category. 11 and 20, that's why we have put 1 here. So this is the new column that we have created, age range. Again, for the bucket 2, we have this range which is mapped to Y. And now we have the range 3, which is 41 to 70, which is called bucket 3. For that we will give the number 3, as you can see here. So creation of age range, the new column is feature engineering in this case. So this is going to help more when we do the model training. So what we did here, we created the bucket for the age range. And why we have done that? Because when we observed the data, we have found that our output highly depends on the age range, not just on the particular age. So it is dependent more on the age group, age range. So it is wise idea to create the bucket for those age ranges, and that is called the feature engineering in this case. And because we have done the bucketing like this, bucket 1 2 3, because of that, this way of doing the feature engineering is called bucketized column feature engineering. Now let's take another example once again. And next we are going to learn about the crossed column feature engineering. So here we have two or more features are combined to create a new feature. So here what we do, we combine two or more features to create a new feature out of that. And this is the data set that we have, a data set of houses with latitude and longitude as an input, and the output is price of the house. So the price depends on latitude and the longitude. So what we will do, again we will try to observe the data and figure out what we can do as a feature engineering to help the machine learning learn effectively. As we know that in this example we are trying to learn about the crossed column feature engineering, but before that in this example we might have to do the bucketized column feature engineering. So let's try to do that first, and then on the top of that we will do the crossed column feature engineering. So for this latitude we will create a bucket, and similarly for the longitude as well we will create the bucket. For the latitude we will create two bucket, lat1 and the lat2. From 41 to 45 we will call it as a lat1, and from 46 to 50 we will call it as a lat2. Similarly for the longitude we will create long1 for 71 to 75 and long2 from 76 to 80. So for the latitude and for the longitude we have created bucket. So this is the bucket for latitude and this is the bucket for longitude. So based on the range we have created bucket. Based on the range we have created the bucket, and you will come to know why we have done just in some time. Let's try to understand what we have done. And if you observe this carefully, you will notice that this represents a point and this represents a range, a line you can say, right? From here to from here, from here to here, like this. The lat1, lat2, long2, long1, they represents a line. And now we are going to do the crossed column feature engineering. So what we will do, we will take this column and this column and we will cross both the column, and we will create a new column out of these two. So what we are doing, we are combining both the column, means crossing both the column, and we will create lat long combo. And as we know that lat1 represents a range, long2 also represents a range. Because of that, when we combine and when we crossed this and this, we will get an area. We will get an area. Similarly for this, another area. So here what we did, we combined two columns to create a new column out of that, and that is called crossed column feature engineering. And why we have done that? Because the prices of the house highly depends on the area, not just on the latitude and on the longitude. It highly depends on the particular area. So because of that, we created a new column by combining multiple columns, and because of that we were able to create a new column which represents the area. And as we know, the price of the house highly depends on the area, not just on the latitude and on the longitude. So by doing the feature engineering here, we were able to create a new column that represents the area, and hence the model will be able to learn effectively from our data set now. Most importantly, here we have done two types of feature engineering. One was the bucketized column feature engineering. And on the top of that, what we did? We did crossed column feature engineering that helped machine learning learn effectively. And this is the feature engineering that we have done in this particular example. And I am going to end this video with a tagline: feature engineering is an art. So we need to master it completely to become a better machine learning engineer. So that's it for now. I will see you in the next video.